Hi everyone and welcome to module number 9 for ME83, Computational Mechanical Engineering Lab. So within this module, we're going to continue working on our final group project. So within this project, this will be submitted as an assignment, the same as all your other assignments through Blackboard. Now as far as our dates for this assignment for our group project, this final group project has been posted and it will be due on May 5th by the end of the day. Now, a reminder as always, we do have recitation hours scheduled for Tuesdays from 5:05 p.m. until 5:55 p.m. and these are remote on Teams. Now, these are mandatory recitation hours and they will be your opportunity to meet with your other classmates and your team members to ask any questions that you have, to work through your labs and homework assignments, and also to work together on this final group project. So as we get into the details for this module number 9, the focus of this module is going to be for your final group project. So within this module, you're going to continue to work on your final project. So the purpose of this final project is for your team or your group to perform a computational FEA, finite element analysis, of a structure, a structural component, or a mechanical part of something that you chose that is something that's of interest to you. Now, this might be something that you're doing if you're working for a company, doing an internship, could be something you're working on for another class as well, but something that is of interest to you. Now, the results from this FEA study are to be compared with analytical calculations performed using other methods from courses like your ME14 or CE 100. So not only are you doing the FEA, but you'll also be doing out your hand calculations for those equations, whatever governing equations you're using for that. Now the results, outcomes, and conclusions of your study are going to be presented in a format similar to that of a formal scientific article or report. So as you continue working on this group project, I want you to be aware that the geometry of the particular structure or component that you choose to analyze must be sufficiently simple, or you need to be able to at least reduce it to a simplified model geometry. Now the reason for this is so that you can both mesh the geometry and solve the governing equations using a single processing computer machine. So you don't need a supercomputer in order to perform this FEA analysis on the part. So make sure you choose something that's sufficiently simple or can be reduced down to a simplified geometry so you can use a regular computer to analyze this. Now the other reason you want this to be simple is not just so that you can perform this on a single processor computer, but also so that you can do out the hand calculations for this part of the assignment as well from things you've learned in your courses like ME14. So when you're selecting the structure you're going to analyze, you are required to find a real-world part or component and provide a photograph of the object. Within this, you're also going to include the measurements from the part that you're going to be using for the analysis. Now, it's not necessary that you actually have the physical item in your possession, but I am asking you to at least provide a drawing, a photograph, and include the measurements. Now, the final reports for this final group project are going to be submitted to Blackboard, the same as your previous assignments throughout the semester, and I do recommend doing this as a PDF format. Now, these reports should follow the commonly accepted organizational structure of a professional scientific journal article. So taking a look at our objectives for this module number 9. So again, within this module, you're going to continue working on that final project. Again, go back to Blackboard for more detailed description on this final project. You're going to be generating your final report. And again, make sure you do follow the right format for that, similar to the structure of a professional scientific journal article. And then you'll be submitting this assignment, the same as your previous assignments, through Blackboard. Now, your required readings and viewings for this module. Please read through everything I've included in this module for your materials, and then also go back through your previous modules and take a look at all the materials included there as well. Next, let's take a look at our semester schedule, see what we've completed, what we have going on during this current module, and what we have left for the semester. So you can see we've completed modules 1 through 8, we've completed our labs 1 through 6, and our group project idea. And now we are on to our module 9, which is going to span over weeks 14 and 15 of the semester. We're going to be continuing to work on our final group project. And again, you still do need to turn in your lab number 6 by the end of the day on the 16th. And you can see we only have our Module 10 left after that, where we can finish up our group projects, what will be due on May 5th.